Hello there, fellow summoners. MaddogHT here, and I got another Alliance War video. This is from preseason and season 20. This is a preseason fight. This is node 22. This is the Power Snack node mini. It's got Outlast, backup recovery, and then I believe I'm not sure when and why, but some of the fights, these first like two, I think, don't have it, but there's a Power Focus 1. And yeah, so first up we have a thing. So this is Clobbering Time and Omni. This fight can be pretty problematic with a ManThing, simply because he's going to put those Pew style buffs on you, that little yellow zit looking buff icon, and those count towards Mystic Dispersion. And so when they fall off, they can give the defender extra power. Luckily, I don't think this ManThing, I think he has some Mystic Dispersion. It looks like maybe 3 out of 5. So it's a little bit, but it's not terrible. But like a 5 out of 5 here, it can be a real pain in the butt. And so my plan with Thing is to build up those Furies, get those perfect block chance, passive buffs on you to help with block damage, and then just kind of slowly go to town on this guy. Just be really careful about his backup recovery, and yeah, watch out for Mystic Dispersion, and it should be good. This one is not duped, so you can see there, boom, I just pushed him to L3 because of the Mystic Dispersion triggering from all of my like unblockable, unstoppable stuff from L3, so that was unfortunate. But luckily I'm going to get protection triggered. I'm going to barely have enough to survive this. Luckily the poison wasn't hitting too hard at first, but then you see it went from like 50 to like 400, and I survived. So yeah, with Mystic Dispersion, that guy can be a real pain in the butt because you got those buffs that he puts on you that are going to fall off. And then you have your dexes, and then the Power Snack. No, Thing can't be Power Snacked. He can't be nullified. Therefore, he can't give you the extra bar of power on that. So that's why I really like using Thing on a lot of the matchups that I did here, because you just don't have, you basically take out the Power Snack part of the node on this 22. Here we got a Havok. Now, it did get Power Snacked at the beginning and got that armor taken off. Not the biggest deal. I got armor back on. It's going to stay on for the rest of the fight. And here, I'm just going to try to do a lot of parries. This guy's has got infected. It's going to give him power drain. It's going to give me a little bit of extra damage from the degen that you get, and just going to try to make sure that I bait this guy's specials, and then just watch out for that Power Snack. So every 7 seconds he's going to get an extra little burst of power, because I'm going to be dexing some of his specials because they're going to be unblockable. And yeah, but with Warlock's power drain, it's going to help significantly. And then you just really need to be aware of the power bar when you start to get around 50% here, because he can shoot up pretty quick. And you can see, boom, he just barely missed going to L3, and now I'm just parrying to wait until he throws his L2 and to get some power drain to get him away from that. Luckily, I worked my way around that, and then I'm just gonna bleed this guy. He's under 50%. He's gonna be throwing the L1s. That's fine. And just try to counter a lot of his heavies with a bleed. Hit him with an L2. So the damage right now is good. And this guy doesn't have willpower, it looks like, which is going to take away some of the damage and the power drains that you would normally see with using Warlock. But there, I go down 70-0 and get that Havok down. Now we got a Sentinel. This is a rank 5, 5-star. This one has the power focus 1. And I'm going in with Thing. Again, Thing cannot be nullified, so Power Snack has no play in this fight, which is really nice. So you just really need to be aware of the backup recovery. This guy is going to be throwing a lot of special ones, which is fine as long as you evade them, and for whatever reason I get clipped at the beginning of that. I wasn't ready for it. And I'm going to dash out of the first parts and then block the last so that I can take off the stubborn. Now with Sentinel, it's ideal to alternate your specials that you throw so you build up analysis less quickly. I think I do end up throwing 2 L2s back to back when I probably should have went L2, L1, L2. I'm just going to give him an extra, 20 analysis. Now there was a special one, so that was good on that rotation. And just because of those perfect block chance passives, it made, blocking a lot of the stuff really comforting. That the damage is not all that significant. So I'm already at 60 Furies. I get clipped on that heavy. No big deal though. And yeah, this guy's going down. I'm just doing a medium, light, medium to alternate my combo and the hits, and try to minimize that analysis that's getting built up slowly. So here I'm going to hammer with an L3. Probably would have been a little bit better strategy to parry stun him, then hit him with the L3, and then go in right after with some hits. But that's okay. So there I trigger the backup recovery, and he barely misses getting to L2, and now he gets to push him to L2, and just waiting for him to throw his special, block some of it, take like hardly any damage. So this is going okay. And a lot of these fights, when I'm using Thing on the power snack, they are longer, but I feel like they're pretty safe fights generally. You don't have to worry about too much. Just kind of play nice and slow, and yeah, the opponent will go down. The fact that you don't have to worry about the power snack with Thing is super awesome. I know like another alternative to that would be using like Red Guardian, because he can't get buffs, therefore nothing will ever get nullified, therefore power gain doesn't come into play. But 50% of a power bar can be pretty troublesome sometimes, especially if the guy's up to like close to an L3 and he's not throwing and you get cornered or something. It could be a real big pain in the butt. So there we go. Sentinel goes down. Thing takes care of business here, and we're gonna move on to the next one, which is a Silver Surfer. This is a rank 3 6-star Silver Surfer, 243k health. There's a lot going on here, and for this one I'm gonna use Thing again. Probably could have used Doom, but Thing is really good because I won't ever have to worry about the power snack, and he just gets it done. When you ramp up his Furies on a rank 5 5-star Thing, it adds like an additional 4,400 attack to what I'm already getting. So yeah, it's quite significant. Like normally without being boosted, I think my attack is like 2200, then you add the 4400. So it's 6600 attack, which is pretty good. And then like here I'm boosting like 2800 attack, and then the 4400 would also be increased, so probably around 8k attack once you have 60 rock stacks up. And so the nice thing about this fight is the power focus 1, you know, you can just kind of like go to town. Most likely this guy's never going to get to an L2. The only time he'll get to an L2, and I think it happens once, is when it's the backup recovery. I missed the evade on that second part of the L1. Typically have that pretty clean. But yeah, this and Surfer, he's not going to apply the armor breaks because Thing is armor break immune. So you're not gonna get the willpower heal, which would be nice if you could get, but Surfer will not hit as hard without those armor breaks. And I mean, you can see I'm hitting him while he's stunned. I do have like the Petrify Mastery maxed out, so the power that the defender gets while under stun is 30% less. So there you saw that the backup recovery kicked in. It pushed him over the 2 bars of power through an L2, and then he's never gonna get back to L2 again. Yeah, so this fight, it wasn't too bad, and it just really showcases again the power of Thing and his rock stacks. He just does so well. I know you can go even like be more aggressive after that L3 with like being unblockable and unstoppable, but try to just kind of keep in a similar rhythm. And I think I'm gonna finish this dude off with an L2, and boom, yeah, he's done. So rank 3 6-star Silver Surfer goes down. Yeah, Thing is just a really good option for a lot of the opponents that get placed on this node. Next up, we actually have a Thing. And I can't remember if this guy, I think I looked to see what signature he is. Yep, 32. So that's going to help speed up the fight quite a bit. So when he gets protection, it's not going to basically give him 0 damage when he's at rock stacks. And this has a power focus 1, which I think generally is pretty good. I'm kind of questioning the placement on Thing here, just because the power focus 1, you don't have to hit him too many times to get him back up to like a full bar. So getting him to throw off specials and not have it to go unstoppable or whatever isn't really that big of a deal. Again, just make sure you watch out for the backup recovery, that you know, if he hadn't been throwing well, this one, there's really no way that you're going to get to an L3, especially with using Thing. Now, if you were using somebody else where he gets the extra power from Power Snack, then yeah, that could be a possibility. But you know, you have unlimited parries. And you see this is a stubborn Thing, but pretty decent about trying not to deck so much and get away from the specials. Not always the case, but I'm getting those perfect block chance passives. So like he's almost at he's at 45. So on his next special one, he'll be at max Furies. But you can see like the damage that I'm taking is very, very minimal. And so you can take a lot of parries and get through this guy pretty easily. Yeah, so this is going to be a little bit longer fight just because Thing, he's pretty beastly. He's got a lot of health. He does have that stubborn, but most of the time I'm parrying to get my ends for this guy. I'm trying to bait out his L1. He's not being very nice with trying to throw it. But there we go. Finally, and then I'm gonna parry and get my hits in. Yeah, so I'll let this play out. It's pretty straightforward. I think I end up pretty clean. I don't think I take any hits. And we take down this thing. Alright, we just get to the end. I parry to get rid of that indestructible, and I launch off an L3, and this is going to finish him off. And thing beats thing. 128 to 0, right? I don't think I got hit in that fight. Took a little bit of chip damage, but it wasn't too bad at all. Yep. So next up we have a Domino. Now I remember facing this Domino. I think I was boosted. Domino, I just really hate fighting Domino because of all the things that she can just do passively to just do that passive critical damage failure stuff. This is a stubborn war. She is not, luckily she's not a stubborn defender, but man, she is a pain in the butt. This one does have suicides, and this is going to help significantly just because she's going to be throwing a lot of specials pretty quickly with that power focus 1. I do get those perfect block chance on parries because this thing is a stubborn defender. I did have a regen boost already active from the prior fight, which was the Counter-Strike Fury. And so that helps minimize some of the damage that I was going to take from critical failure. And you can see she's going down pretty quick. Their backup recovery triggers is going to push her over 2. Yeah, pushes her over 2 bars. And I'm going to try to get this baited out. And you can see, like, with the power focus 1, she's gaining like no power whatsoever. Which is really nice because that means no more unlucky, no more lucky until she actually throws. There she throws one, and then she's going to take the recoil damage. I think I'm going to push her back over. And no, do I finish her off with this L3? Is it strong enough? I don't remember. It should be. If not, it's going to be really close. 3%. And I think I just wait this out. Yep. And she's dead. So that went really good for a Domino fight. Domino can go wrong really quick, but yeah, 60-0. Here we have another Havok. And we're gonna go in with Warlock again. I believe this one it has the power focus 1, and it has this guy has willpower, I believe. The first one that we saw earlier did not have willpower, so that's going to help with, yeah, you can see he's taking some willpower, which is actually beneficial because once I get him infected, those bleeds are going to help give me some extra damage because he's going to try to heal from it, and I'm going to get the degen and the power drain, and yeah, it's just going to work out really, really well. The power snack ate up the armor up from the beginning, but I got it back, and it's going to stay for the rest of the fight. He's only going to get power snack from the Dexus. But you can see, like, even with the power focus 1, and everything, he's just going to be sticking at those L1s as long as you're good with evading that. And then you just kind of keep an eye on that 50%. Make sure that you don't have him high up in the, close to 2 bars, so that he doesn't get pushed over to 3 bars with the power, not the power snack, the backup recovery. You should be good. Do a lot of double parries, which is going to take away his power and degen him. So right here, I'm just being really careful that I kind of just barely push him over, is taking a few extra hits than I like. And then from there on out, I'm going to launch the L3 and all that. So we push him over the backup recovery on the 50%. But even with that power drain, he never gets above 2 bars. I'm going to throw my L3. I'm going to drain him, heal up a little bit. So we go from 71. I think I only had 1 infection. Yeah. It only went from 71 to 75%. So nothing too significant, but you'll take what you can get. And then from here, I think I just start doing some bleeds to finish this off. No, I'm just gonna hit him with an L2. But you can see, like, he's with the armor breaks and anything that's given willpower healing, he's just always constantly getting power drained and degenning, which is really nice. So the Havok goes down pretty clean. Those are all the fights that I had on this note for the season 20. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.